crowd, I have a number of agents here to assist you with your bidding. We have Ming Xu, our in-house finance broker, directly in front of me here to assist you with any of your finance needs. We also have Kathy Deng in the crowd as well. And we, of course, have the listing agents. Where's Jing Chen, and, of course, Ming Xu behind me here. All of which would be more than happy to assist you with your bidding. So feel free to approach them at any stage. Now, we are selling today by way of public auction. This means that a 10% deposit will be required upon signing this unconditional contract. Settlement terms are either 30 or 60 days, unless otherwise agreed upon with the agent and owner before the start of today's auction. Now, we are conducting a Schedule 1 auction. This means that today's auction will be conducted in accordance with any rules or additional conditions that were made available for inspection before the start of today's auction. Now, as the auctioneer, I will be indicating bidders on request, and the vendors do have a reserve price. Now, the law prohibits me, as the auctioneer, from accepting any bids or offers after the property has been struck down to the successful bidder. The law also prohibits false bids from the crowd. It prohibits major disruptions by bidders. It prohibits bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding and provides fines for this conduct. The rules do, however, permit vendor bids, and the words that I will use to indicate that I'm making a bid on behalf of the vendor are simply the words vendor bids. Now, by law, only I, as the auctioneer, may make a vendor bid today. Now, today, one of two things is going to happen. Either one, we will sell this property under the hammer at or above the vendor's realistic reserve price, or two, the property will be passed in. Now, in the event that the property is passed in, please note that only the highest bidder will be reserving the first and exclusive right to negotiate with the owner at the end of the auction. So, two very important points there that I would like to repeat. The first one being is that no late bids are permitted under Victorian law. Once the hammer falls today, the property has sold, and if I'm not looking at you when that occurs, you have missed out. Point number two, I said this only a moment ago, but I'll repeat it. Should the property pass in, only the highest bidder will be heading inside to negotiate with the owner at the completion of the auction. The reason I repeat these points is very simple. I want to make it as clear as possible to everyone here. They understand they must bid if they would like to be in the running to purchase what we have on offer today, which is this beautiful property in the Harcrest estate opposite this beautiful lake. So some great views. It's a family-friendly area, ladies and gentlemen. It's a designer home. The owner spared absolutely no expense with the design and construction of this property. Ample accommodation, designer fixtures and fittings, an incredibly long list of inclusions. In terms of accommodation, there are multiple living spaces downstairs, multiple living spaces upstairs. So we have a formal lounge that could easily double as a theatre room as well. At the rear of the property, we have that beautiful kitchen with stone bench tops that's also adjacent to the butler's preparation kitchen as well, with the secondary cooktop and preparation space as well. Ample storage. We've got that massive open plan living area with the formal and informal dining space as well. And of course, we've got downstairs also very low maintenance rear yard with artificial turf and that fully covered decking as well. Upstairs are the remainder of the bedrooms. Of course, you've got that master bedroom with ensuite downstairs that also boasts dual access. But upstairs, we've got that massive master bedroom. I saw Ming checking himself out at those mirrors. Who could blame him? Such a handsome man, ladies and gentlemen. But we've also got, secondary to that, your own parents' retreat / study, exclusive to the master bedroom as well. The remaining bedrooms featuring their own en-suites, all of which are oversized, and there's that massive upstairs landing area as well. So if you are looking for more space, this really is your home. As I said, long list of inclusions. We've got ducted heating, we've got ducted cooling, we've got multiple split system cooling units, we've got ducted vacuum cleaning, and we've also got ample car accommodation and a security system as well. And to top it off, a location that's second to none. We have got some great schools with an easy reach. St. Andrew's Christian College. We've also got Scoresby Secondary not far away as well. We've got Wesley College just down High Street Road. There's some great shopping opportunities, not just with Harcrest Hub, but also with Westfield Knox and the Glen within easy reach as well. Eastlink Freeway is only moments away, and of course you are surrounded by these beautiful parklands. So let me summarise what we have on offer today. We have an absolutely sensational property, absolutely enormous designer-built home with ample accommodation that's close to parklands, close to schools, close to restaurants, close to public transport, close to freeway access, close to shopping centres. The list goes on. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that's enough from me. Before I get started, however, let me remind you that Richard and Jing and Ming and Min and Kathy are all here to assist you with your bidding. So now would be a great time to seek their assistance. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get this show on the road. We're here to sell today. You're here to buy. Who'd like to start me off with a fair and reasonable opening bid? I don't mind where we start, ladies and gentlemen, but you must bid to buy. You've got to be in it to win it. Raise your hand or ask one of our agents to do so on your behalf. You've got to get some skin in the game. As I've said at the start of the auction, no late bids are permitted under Victorian law. Our agents would be more than happy to bid on your behalf. Who'd like to get me started with a fair and reasonable opening bid? I'm in your hands, ladies and gentlemen. I always like to see an opening bid from the crowd, but I will put in a vendor bid if necessary, which looks like it might be the case in this instance. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get us started at $1.5 million, calling for a rise of $50,000 or 1.55. So the bid with me at 1.5. I'm looking for a rise of $50,000 now. If you'd like to be in the running to purchase this absolutely incredible property, now's your chance to be in the running. So 1.5, bid with me, looking for 1.55 or more. Ideally more, of course, but I'll take the $50,000 to move things along. What do we say, ladies and gentlemen? $1,500,000 now, looking for a rise of $50,000. Anywhere at all in the crowd. First call at 1.5. Second call at 1.5, looking for 155. Third and final time, $1,500,000. I'm looking for a rise of $50,000. Don't forget how close we are to so many shopping centres. We've also got parklands across the road. It's such a family-friendly and safe area as well. Parkrest Estate has been so phenomenal, ladies and gentlemen, in terms of capital growth. I can assure you the decision today will help to secure your family and your financial future in the years to come, but you've got to be in it to win it, as I've said several times. We're at 1.5 million. Bid with me, looking for 50,000. I'll call it again, 1.5. 25? Taking 50 at this stage, being no less. 50,000. 1.5. Bid with me, looking for 155. Going once at 1,500,000. Twice at 1,500,000. Third and final time at 1,500,000. Looking for a rise of 50,000. Are we in or out, ladies and gentlemen? Moment of truth. At 1.5. 1.55. Thank you, Ming. Welcome, sir and ma'am, to the auction today. Good luck. 1.55. Bid here to my right. Who'd like to round me up to $1.6 million now? We're at 1,550,000 here to my right, looking for 1.6 even. Now's your chance to get some skin in the game. 1.55. Now at the lower end of our quote range, 1.6 million is what I'd like to see from here. 1.55 off to my right, currently a one-horse race, looking for 50,000 or an even 1.6. Ladies and gentlemen, going once at 1,550,000. Twice at 1,550,000. Third and final time, 1,550,000, looking for an even 1.6. Don't forget, no late 1.6. Thank you, Jing. Welcome to the lovely lady in the car to my left here. $1.6 million. Ming, it's now against you at $1,600,000, looking for 165 to put you back in front. So the bid is against you. We have some competition now. We're at $1,600,000, looking for 165. $50,000 from here. Ladies and gentlemen, looking for 1.65. We're at 1.6. First call at $1,600,000, looking for 165. Second call at $1,600,000, looking for a rise of $50,000. Third, 25. I'll take the 25 now. Thank you, Ming. Jing, same courtesy. 625. Welcome back at 625. No less than 25 at this stage.
1.65.
Thank you, Jing. Ming, another 25 if you like. No less than 25 though, sir and ma'am. So we're at 1,650,675. We'll put you back in the driver's seat to purchase today. Otherwise, you run the risk of missing out. Simple as that. 1,650,000. Same applies to everyone here. Everyone welcome to join in now at $1,650,000. Looking for a rise of 25,000. Going once at 1.65. Twice at 1.65. Third and final call, 1,650,000, looking for a rise of 25,000. We have it, thank you, sir. 675, Jing, it's against you. At 1,675,000, looking for 1.7 now. 1,675 to put you back in front, and even 1.7 is what we need now. So 675 to my right, another 25 to put you back on top. 1,600,000, 1.7. Thank you, Jing. Sir and ma'am, against you again at $1,700,000. What do we say? $1,700,000 even. I'm looking for another 25 if you like. It might be the knockout blow, you never know. $1,700,000. Do we have it? 725. Thumbs up? No. All right, $1,700,000. The bid is here to my left. Looking for 725. Ladies and gentlemen, first call at $1,700,000. Second call at $1,700,000. Third and final time at $1,700,000. 20. I'll take the 20. Why not? Thank you, sir. At 720. Jing. Against you now at 1,720,000, 740 if you like. So we're at 1,720. Another 20,000 will put you on top, man. Is that
1,075.
7.5, even better. 1,750,000. That's a big bit there, sir. It's against you at 7.5 now. I'll take the 10. Thank you. 7.6. Jing, ball's back in your court. $1,760,000. Happy to take a rise of 10 if you like. We're at 1,760,000 here. Looking for another 10 or more to 7.7.
7.7.
7.7. We have it, sir. It's 7.8. Jing, against you at 7.8 now. $1,780,000. Looking for another 10 if you like to 7.9. We're at 1,780,000. Bid is here.
7.9.
7.9. We have it. 1.8. Thank you, sir. 1.8. Jing, against you now at $1,800,000. Looking for a rise of 10 or more. 1,800,000. Going once at 1.8. Twice. 1.8. Third and final time. $1,800,000. We're all done, silent, and finished. It looks like we might be, sir and ma'am. I'm going to present your offer to the owner. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your patience. I'm going to let you know in just a moment. Richard, just bear with me, everyone. I'll be back in just a moment. Thank you. Thank you very much for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you can all understand, very difficult decision for any owner to sell their home, particularly when they have such a beautiful property in such a great location. But Jing, the owner's instructions are very clear. They want to see a sold sticker on the board this afternoon, and I can now assure everyone that they will, because we are now playing for keeps. We are now on the market. Richard, you asked if we were. I can guarantee you we are. I'll take the 5, 805, 810. There it is, sir. Man, against you at 8.10 now, so another 5 to put you back in front. We're at 8.05, sorry, 8.10 I should say. 8.15, 8.20, thank you, sir. Man, sir, against you again. We're at 820,000 now. 8.25, 8.30. Richie, 830,000, 8.35 to put you back in the driver's seat to purchase today. As I said, we are playing for keeps. Jing, perhaps you'd like to let your buyer know the auction's not over yet, but it will be soon. We are now at 830,000. Ming, the bid's with you at 830. Thank you, sir. Richard, it's against you at $1,830,000 now, looking for 835. Otherwise, we sell. Do we have it at 8.3? First call at 1,830,000. Second call, 1,830,000. Third and final time, 1,830,000. Moment of truth. Here it is. Are we in or out? Over here, I'll check in again. 8:30, ma'am, do we have an answer? We're at $830,000. And sir, of course, looking for another 5 to 8:35, otherwise the hammer falls. And there are no late bids under Victorian law, as I've said several times. No second chances. Just a long drive home thinking about what might have been in the Harcrest estate. Ladies and gentlemen, $1,830,000 going once. 830 twice. $1,830,000. Third and final time. Do we have an answer? Are we all done, silent and finished? Do we have your best and final? Jing, we need an answer. Sir and ma'am, do we have an answer over here? We're at 830. 830. Yes or no? Jing, we need an answer as well. Thank you for your patience, sir and ma'am. $1,830,000. This is it. Moment of truth. Once the hammer falls, we have sold. There will be a sold sticker on the signboard this afternoon. Another 5. 835. 840. Straight back at you, Jing, at 840 now. Richard, we're now 840. $1,840,000. Another 5 to put you back on top, perhaps, Jing. Otherwise, we sell today. $1,840,000. What do we say, ma'am? 840. She's shaking her head. It's a 3-horse race, but we're certainly at the business end of this auction. $1,840,000 going once. $1,840,000 twice. $1,840,000 third and final time. Richard, Ming, do we have an answer over here? We're at 840. We're shaking our head. Are you absolutely certain? All right, if that's the case, thank you for your bidding. I'll check in here. Jing, perhaps feel free to jump in the car and have a chat with the buyer. Ladies and gentlemen, we're at $1,840,000. I'll go over to the driver's side. What do we say, ma'am? Are we all done today? All right, thank you for your bidding if that's the case. $1,840,000. It's looking good over here, but I'm going to call it one more time, giving everyone one final chance to bid. We're at $1,840,000. Are we absolutely certain we're all done? Yeah. Thank you very much for your bidding today. And over here, ma'am, you're absolutely certain. Okay, thank you for your bidding also. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we might have found our new buyer, and we're about to welcome them to the neighbourhood. $1,840,000 going once. $1,840,000 twice. $1,840,000 third and final time. Ladies and gentlemen, if we are all done, silent and finished, and today I have the pleasure of announcing, you ready? That we are selling. We have sold. Congratulations. Well done. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to another BigginScott auction. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time. Thank